Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194, and appreciate you stopping by and checking out my video. And we're here in the USCP server. I'm outside pole here at Zolder in the BMW. See what we can do.
Go, go, go.
Borgo's men up in front of me, the one that won Spa the other day that was really fast. And I'm just using the aggressive setup, that's all I got. We'll go over that at the end. There's no pit stop. Yeah, since I'm not doing that good in multiplayer no matter what I do anyway, so I just figure I'd try this. And then at the end, after the race, of course, I'll work on the setup a little bit and see if I can improve it, but upon it any, and we'll go from there. Too deep there. Definitely some things I don't like about it, but I'm just trying to drive with what it's got. Turn up the brake bias. One thing that's not real good. Shoot, that guy's catching me too. That was in too deep. He must have been way too deep.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Pepe's in the house. He's in the old BMW. He's in the M6. Definitely don't like the way it goes over bumps. Yeah, I don't think it'd go over bumps better than it does, but
Well done, mate. Your fastest step so far.
McLarens are just winning everything. Must be the hot car right now. I haven't touched anything other than just, we'll go over that at the end, but I mean, just, you know, steering and, of course, fuel, obviously, and tire pressures, and, you know, just things I have to, but all the mechanical stuff, aero stuff, I haven't touched nothing. It's exactly air, just like it is in the aggressive.
Well done, mate. Your fastest step so far.
Bit too deep. Just now I'm making stupid mistakes. Guy's flashing me behind me. Okay. Oh man, I mean really, just well, let him lead. Let him go. Let him see what he can do. Gee whiz. Wow, he really runs it over. What happens. Still got the whole race, so there's no sense of getting too crazy. Yeah, exactly.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Running over stuff so hard. He does that later, he's gonna end up wrecking. Tires start wearing out. Eating on the tires too much. I should put more air in mine.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 2.
So yeah, I mean, this is the same setup everybody's got. Start out with aggressive. I haven't done any kind of fancy tire pressure tuning or nothing. Alignment, every single thing. Shocks, everything. Is this the way you guys get it? We all get it. It's the way I'm racing it. Just like I said, except for the things you have, you know, brake pads and you know, steering ratio and just fuel. I said I like to finish a race for once, actually. Not being the, you know, lap down or something or whatever. So hopefully I can do that this race.
To the car in front in sector 2.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see Beppy with the older M6, but I guess he's just more comfortable with it. I still like that car. Back there in fourth somewhere. I don't know how he's going to have any tires left. start flashing my lights at him. Like I said, I take the bumps a little harsh. The feeling is really not the greatest in the front. I mean, you saw, of course, this video comes out later, but yeah, I ran the Barcelona race earlier today. And I don't have near the front end feel that I had in that. Feels like I'm driving in the rain or something. So, and everything's the same setting, same on my force feedback and everything, so definitely doesn't have some front end grip.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
If I finish third here, it's it's all right to finish third. It's just nice to finish, especially if I can get on the podium. So I'm in such a drought. Too deep. That's all right. Let him get up there a little bit. Give me something to chase.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
It's wearing the fronts, of course, faster than the rear, so I can definitely help that with the brake bias. Helps my braking too. Of course, I'm doing that earlier than I usually do it, but that's just because of the setup. Uh-oh, it's gonna rain.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 2.
Yep, it's gonna rain. out how good this thing is in the rain. With the stock setup. Might have to make a pit stop. Look bad outside there. It was rain.
The car is exiting the pits, watch out.
Braking earlier.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
I ain't coming in yet. Definitely getting greasy. Stopping even earlier and it's still not. I think it's that wet out. Really makes no front end grip now. Wet tires optimum.
Stay clear of the curbs.
What the heck? What was that? why this thing's got some stuttering sometimes. I'll come in to get some tires. Might as well. It's getting too slick. I'm just gonna leave them low because it's not real wet. So I hope it gets wetter. Oh, figures. And unfortunately, not going to be, I don't know, let's see how the finish goes.
Come on, go, go, go.
The guy that was in front of me before. Wasn't it? Maybe not. Yeah. It's definitely getting slick out here. Rain coming. It's gonna be to cool the tires off a little. Late. All my apexes is totally messing up. driving hardly any force feedback. Very light, that's for sure.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Guessing on the brake bias, I don't know. I don't think I've ever driven the BMW in the rain before.
Gaining on the car heading sector 1. He must be still on slicks. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yep, more heavier rain coming. Yeah, I don't like all this negative camber this got doing, especially when this rain. But got to deal with it. Yeah, I'm definitely slipping and sliding. A lot of spinning. Man. Let's back it up a little bit. See if I can back it up and keep backing it up.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 2.
Dang it. Killing myself. I think it's good, and then it understeers even worse. Beppy's back and forth. Whoa. Oh, that was really dangerous. The back tire got on the grass. Look, that's what it looked like anyway. Can't see nothing.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Turned out to a workout. Feel like I'm sawing the steering wheel like a drifter.
Slow car ahead.
I can't get no grip through here. I'm just like an ice going through there.
The leader has finished the race. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Good race.
Excellent job, mate. P3, we're on the podium. Now bring it back home safely.
How did my SA go down? I don't even know. I mean, goodness gracious. I thought my SA was 98 earlier. Now it's 97. I haven't even done. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, yep, that was a great race. It was fun. But I'll go back here. Of course, I'm not going to test it in the rain, but I will come back and do the aggressive, mess with it and see if I can gain anything on it. So we'll see what happens, and we'll be right back. And we're back, and wow, what a difference. I can't even explain it. I encourage all of you all to drive this setup, the aggressive, and see what you think, and then change it to this and see the difference. I mean, the difference is, I could feel it so much. It's night and day. Definitely a lot different. I like it like this a lot better. Car was just railing, and there's still way more improvements. I'm sure, a lot of fine things that add up, but this is, it's probably good about 80-90% there. But I've already, gained, I don't know, 4 or 5 tenths. I mean, the weather's not the same. And this is a little warmer because I've had to open up the ducts and lower the pressure of the tires because it was cooler in the CP race. But I mean, and I've still gained like 4 tenths or 5 tenths or something like that, something like 4 tenths. And the car feels just, like I said, night and day difference. And also, what do you think of my livery? Any comments or feedback would be good. I kind of made this up. This is not what livery I raced with. I just raced with the standard livery. But what do you think? I really like a candy apple red. That's really pretty. I kind of like that color combination. But anyway, any comments would be appreciative to see what you think of liveries like that. I love messing around with stuff like that. I wish I had it even more. I wish ACC would do even more with that, so you could do a little bit more stuff with it. It'd be nice. It's kind of fun just to mess around and give my arms a rest, because that's another thing. I've been doing some racing and testing today, and I'm really starting to get a little wore out. So I hate doing more because you're just wasting time as far as getting, trying to get any more gains. I know there's more there for sure. We're going to do a couple laps. Just bear with me. I know this video is a little bit longer, but just kind of trying to do something a little different on this video than I have in the past. So we'll jump in the car. So much more responsive than it was before, and I haven't changed. The steering's the same as it was. I haven't, that was the same. I had it all the way down before, and it's still the same. But it's so much more responsive. The force feedback is just like, it's like going from a wet race to a dry race. I mean, I have so much more feedback now in the steering wheel. It's not even close. My braking zones have shrunk up. I'm definitely going deeper on the brakes, and not a problem. Definitely, to me, a big improvement. More to be had, though. I mean, the leader, he's fast. McLaren, his fast is a 128.6. So, I mean, to get that competitive, I mean, they got more ways to go. But it's definitely took a chunk to where it's a lot closer. That was a 29.17. So like I said, I think that's about 4 tenths or 5. I don't remember exactly what I ran, to be honest. I think it was a 29.6 or 7 or something like that. But I know it's probably about 4/10, and like I said, the weather is warmer than it was then. So let's jump to the last lap. Get back here. Keep going. Because I wanted to show you something here. Again, there's some combinations I would still like to try on it. So if anybody shows any interest in that, I mean, please again leave your comments and feedback. I might, I would like to see if I could get it more solid in the Thai 28s. That would be, with race fuel load. I mean, obviously it has a race fuel load now. I mean, I started with 80 liters, just like I did in the race. But going out of that bump right there, you see it? I mean, look how good it handled it. Now, I still wish it could go a little bit better. So it's still somewhere to improve, but you can run over that. You just can't run over it as hard. Run over it, but you can still go over it. And it handles it. It does lose a little time, so the least you have to go over it, the better. But you can, if you're going in there to pass somebody and you have to clip it and go over it, you can. But there's definitely some more tuning to be had for sure. But I mean, we're going to go over that. So again, if you kind of like this kind of content, please let me know. Again, it's really important because I mean, if it takes too much time or you're not really interested in it, also just any comment or feedback is really appreciated. That was a 129.33. So I mean, you're talking, 1.5 tenths. I mean, you're not talking about that much for like at the end of 7 laps. So I was really happy with that. So let's hit the setups. Now first, I want to show you, I know it's going to take some extra time, but this 8B as in boy was what I had in the race, okay? And I got it loaded. So I'm not going to go over everything, but you can see here what the camber is. You can see what the caster is, the camber in the back. That's not too bad, really, actually. And this is exactly what I ran in the race. This is aggressive. I did not change anything on this page except the tire pressures. That's it. Electronics, I did not change anything. Fuel, of course, I had 80 liters. That's what I had in the race. I had the number 1 brake pads. That's the only thing I changed was the number 1 brake pads. Which actually hurt me in the rain. I should have had number 2s. That would have been better. Mechanical, again, I did not change anything. The brake bias is what it is. That is the standard one, 58.1. I did turn it down once I got going, but definitely room to be in for improvement there. I did change the steering ratio. I turned it all the way down. That was like that in the race. All of this, I did not touch any of this. All these spring rates, bump stop rates, everything. Everything's you have it in your file. It's the same as aggressive. The shocks, you can see what 20, 15, 26 and 20 and 16, 10, 18, 18. These are all the same. I have not touched anything. Aero, and see it's a little high in the front. I think that's where you get some of the real light feeling in the front end of the car. It's pretty high up in the front. It's 55 and then 64 and then a 6 rear wing and 3 and 3 in the brake ducts. And again, that's what I had it in the race because it was cooler, and I had it 3 now. And my setup, I'll have it at 4 and 4 because that's more mid-20s. So that's again, that hurts because if it was cooler, you could definitely be a little faster. So again, that's what this is. So let's go ahead and now jump to one that I have. Then I'm going to put a link again in the description so you can get it that way if you want to. Now let's start from the beginning. So I got 25 left front, 25.6 left rear, 26.1 right front, and 26.5 right rear. The toe is the same, -0.1. I didn't mess with that. Camber I did change, -3.6 on the left and -3.5 on the right. The caster's at 9.5. Those have been changed. Took some camber out, added a little caster, just a little bit, like 1 point. The toe on the rear is 0.05. That's the same. and I added a little negative camber. It's negative 3.1 on the left rear and negative 3 on the right rear. So that's what I did on this. Electronics, I got it at 3 and 3. So the only thing I changed was the ABS down to 3. And of course, that's the same. Mechanical, got 4 on the anti-roll bar. Brake bias is all the way down to 53.9 or 54.2, either one. You can go either way. It doesn't really, I mean, you can keep it there, but you can go all the way down to 53, no problem. Steering ratio is all the way down. Springs, now this is where it's definitely a lot different. The springs are 150,000 all the way around, kind of like it was at Barcelona. Bump stop rate is 500 and bump stop range is 15. Spring and on the rear, the bump stop rate is 400 and the bump stop range is 30. Anti-roll bar is 3. That's different. Preload is 50. That I kept the same. I did not change that. Here I would like to maybe try to play with some more spring packages and some more bump stop packages and see if I could adjust that and get it to go over the bumps maybe just a little bit, even improve it a little bit more without losing any performance. That's where I would like to go to next, but this is where I went, and I mean, what a difference in feeling and just overall everything, really. It's just like a whole different car. At least it feels like a different car. And of course, there's another big part of it is the shocks. Okay, now you saw what the shocks were. Now here they are here. We got 18.8, 18.10 on the front, and on the rear it's 11.5, 16, and 10. And of course, that's going off of Motec, and it is close. I'm sure there could be more adjustments there, and of course, it's kind of like fuel economy. The faster you go, that changes. It's kind of the same thing with shocks. The faster you go, it can change a little bit depending on your pace and how fast you're going because it's shocks. It's making them do different things. So again, they're close. There's always going to be adjustments to be made, but it is close. Aero, pretty good difference, but not as big. The only really difference is it's down 2 in the front. That's really it. The same in the back, 64. Same rear wing, 6. And, of course, the brake ducts are 4 and 4. So that's the only thing I changed was, and I did go down a little. I did try a little lower, but it hit a couple times, and I didn't like that. So you are fine with this, and it'll go up, I think, 1 up in the front and 2 in the rear. See, let's try it. See, you got 53 and 64. Yeah, see, now it's 66 and 54. So see, it goes up 1 in the front and 2 in the rear, and you actually lose some of your front aero variation. It actually goes down. So it's a 1.7. Now it's a 2.1. So, again, that changes as the fuel load comes. Of course, 80 liters. The more fuel you have, the bigger the difference. I mean, obviously, if you only had 40 or 50, it wouldn't be near that much. It wouldn't be, the difference in the front aero variation would be less. So again, just like if you had a full fuel load, 100 some fuel liters, then it would be even more than that. So again, you're tuning it for these things. I would like to try some more adjustments here. This would probably have to about stay the same. You can't. I really don't think you can go down anymore. I just don't think so. But this in the wing, I would like to try some different combinations. Maybe go down 1 and some ride height changes in the rear. So there's just some things that I wouldn't mind trying. But this is a very good first setup for the M4 here. I mean, like I said, over the aggressive, it's a solid 0.4 to half a second. And it drives night and day better. So, at least in my opinion, that's just my opinion. So your opinions might vary. Again, that's just like my livery. It's just all speculative as far as, which, everybody's got their own different idea what they like. So, I understand that. But to me, this feels a lot better. And again, I encourage you to try that, the aggressive and keep everything the same with fuel and this and that and all that, however you like it. And then try this setup and see what the difference is. It's pretty big to me. So I sure hope you like this video and the content. I really try to keep things change up a little bit here and there, and I really would love to grow the channel some more. And I appreciate anybody that shares or tells their league or anybody else that they know that's friends of theirs that's in the ACC and things like that. I appreciate it. And of course, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description, and I have a PayPal link down there also for anybody who wants to support me that way. So thank you to everybody that has. And I sure hope you come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.